you happen to be the person who's looking for a big house in Lake Tahoe, Incline Village, Lake Tahoe, Nevada, and you want a big house with a panoramic lake view, I found the house for you. The house I'm gonna show you today is big. It's 8 bedrooms, 8 full baths, 6,146 square feet, and it was built in 1986. So beautiful panoramic lake views from this house, and it's big enough for everybody. Actually, this house is on a vacation rental program. I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but check out this gorgeous view. Can you imagine sitting out on this deck, taking in this view? So if you have a house with 8 bedrooms, you gotta have a nice big dining room table, right? And this is a beautiful dining room table. The woodwork and the inlays are gorgeous. There's 11 chairs here right now, but you could probably squeeze in another, get an even dozen, right? Beautiful wall for art. I love how they accentuate the wood frame of the art, similar wood from the table. Very tastefully done. And then if we come into the kitchen, you gotta have a really good sized kitchen. You've got 8 bedrooms, and they did a good job with this. The granite is nice, warm tones here. Plenty of bar space for everybody to come in and just hang out. You got a nice big sink. Turn around, we've got a nice gas stove over here. And look at the cabinets, look how beautiful they are. Beautiful burled wood in there, outline, it looks like a cherry outline. Slate floors, they got really big refrigerators. Gotta love that, right? There's never enough room in your refrigerator. So double ovens, everything you need in this kitchen to service 8 bedrooms and keep everybody comfortable. And what's super cool, when I had my house in Tyner, is when you're doing the dishes, you've got a beautiful lake view. So if you're sitting here doing the dishes, you've got a panoramic lake view of Lake Tahoe. I love that. I think that's so great. I mean, doing dishes is never fun, but if you can look at the lake while you're doing it, that's gonna make it a little bit more fun, right? Oh, there's a deck here as well, which I like because if you're gonna barbecue, it's really nice to have a barbecue right outside. And there's a nice little cubby spot for a barbecue there. So if you're barbecuing, you can come right into the kitchen and you're shuffling the meat and vegetables and everything. I think that's a pretty smart idea to have the deck right off the kitchen like that. So that's not the big deck. The big deck's over there. That's just the barbecue deck, right? Sorry, what's wrong with my voice? So they're kind of doing the great room concept. This was built in 1986. The great room concept was not very popular at the time, but they have a very nice living room. Good size with a big wood-burning fireplace there. So if you've got a bunch of guests in here, you could throw some wood in there. You've got the crackling sound with that nice wood-burning fireplace smell going on. And then if you notice, there's no TV in here. All the furniture is designed to look at the lake, which to me is a lot more interesting than a TV. So very well done, very smartly designed on this. Some big chairs, big couches, and everything's going towards the lake because it is magnificent. This is probably one of the best views I've seen in a long, long time. I can see all the way over to Crystal Bay. I can see, not Squaw Valley anymore, it's called Palisades Tahoe. It's been Squaw Valley in my head for generations. Anyway, Palisades Tahoe over there, all the way over to Alpine, all the way over to Heavenly Valley over there, and Diamond Peak right there. Incredible lake views in this house. And I think it's very smart to have everything situated here so you're taking in the lake and not looking at a television, right? Before we go downstairs, there is another room on this floor, so let's check that out. What I love too about this house and the lake view, this is the entry door coming in here. So when you have guests walk into your house, the first thing they're gonna see is this gorgeous panoramic lake view, and it's just framed perfectly by the windows. It's pretty spectacular. I did a spec house in Incline Village once, and it had a small lake view, and so I wanted to design the house to accentuate that small lake view. And the first architect I hired was like, oh, if we move it this way, we can frame that tree there. And I'm thinking, that tree, what's exciting about it? I love trees, but nobody's gonna buy a house because it's got a view of a tree. Every house has views of trees. So I got a different architect and he designed the house. So right when you walk in, you took advantage of this little lake view. It was great. But here, it's so massive, you don't have to worry about it. It's very well done. I like that. I'm really glad they did that. So there is one room on this floor if we wanna walk over here. We have the stairs that go downstairs, obviously. That's pretty brilliant. We have stairs that go downstairs. Can I say that? That was pretty silly. So there is a full bath here, and they're kind of using it as the half bath to anybody then entertaining on this floor. So they've got the sink and everything out here, a full bath in here with a nice shower and toilet. And then what could be a bedroom, technically this is a bedroom. You can call it a bedroom. It does have a nice lake view. It's not real big, but it's pretty good size actually. This is a pretty decent sized couch. If you put a bed in here, it would look really big. But this to me screams of office. This would be a great place to have an office. You've got a lake view from this window, lake views from the French doors that are going out to the living room area, and you're right on the main floor, which I always love being close to the kitchen. I love having my office close to the kitchen. And so great little bedroom. Could also be, I would recommend this be used as an office, but they're using this kind of as a living room, an extra overflow bedroom. So let's go downstairs now. Let's use the stairs to go downstairs, okay? So as you come down the first flight of stairs, you're greeted with this choice of 2 bedrooms here. And both bedrooms are big, beautiful, and have spa-type bathrooms. So let's choose the one on the left to start with. You have access to the deck here, which is really nice. Nothing better than getting up in the morning, just sitting on the deck and just waking up as you're looking at the lake. It's great. Got a nice wood-burning fireplace here with gas assist. So if you want to throw a log on there, you can just light the gas at first, let it catch the log on fire and get it going. So you don't have to be a Boy Scout with the newspaper and the kindling and all that kind of stuff. Not the funnest thing. So as we come in here, we step up a little bit. You've got a really good sized closet here with built-ins. Not a huge closet, but a good sized closet. We've got the toilet here, a really cool, almost cave-like shower with extra shower heads. I really like that. It's a very slate. And then we've got the beautiful sink with the beautiful woodwork. We've got a dry sauna in here. I love the saunas. You know, I love the saunas because people who use saunas, was it 4 times a week, live like 20 to 40% longer than most people. And a jetted tub. And not just a jetted tub, but a jetted tub with a lake view and a whole nother sink. So 2 sinks in here, separated, separate cabinets, giant jetted tub. Anybody living here is gonna think this is very comfortable. So pretty spectacular. So let's go check out the other bedroom to the right. So this is the bedroom on the right, kind of going with a little bit of an Asian motive here. I like that with the screen and the chest all ties in. Got a, looks like a queen here, but there's enough room for a king. Again, you've got a panoramic lake view right there with its own deck. Another fireplace. This is an amazing house. We step on up here to a very big closet. Lots of room in this closet. I mean, you could almost make it another bedroom for a child. It's so big, with a little makeup table. Someone, I imagine, sitting there could put on their makeup or do their hair or whatever they need to do. But a massive closet. Another dry sauna. So lots of dry saunas in this house so everybody can be comfortable. We got a toilet here, another slate shower, really nice. A sink, another sink, and again, another jetted tub. So whatever they did this house, they just bought everything and they said, get 2 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of those. It seems like. I like it. I've never sat in a tub in a lake view. I've sat in hot tubs with lake views, but never a jetted tub in a house with lake view. So neat touch. So now we're on the bottom floor of the house. We've got a bedroom over here, which is a mirror image of the bedroom that's upstairs. And then we got another bedroom here and a nice family room / game room. Underneath these stairs, we have a stackable washer and dryer. But let's check out this bedroom really quick. So it looks kind of familiar from upstairs, right? We have a sink out here, and then we have a full bathtub style shower with a toilet in here. So if you've got little ones, it's a good place to wash them off. And this is the bedroom. That is a mirror image of that bedroom upstairs that I said would be a great office. Down here, though, it feels a little bit darker because they don't have the French doors right there. So that's the only difference. But beautiful lake view right here. Nice room. Before we go to the fun game room area type, let's go check out this other bedroom first. We got another full bath, tub and a shower, nice sink, good sized bathroom actually. We've got a linen closet here, and with 8 bedrooms, you gotta have a good sized linen closet, right? And then we have another bedroom here with a lake view. They've got little double beds in here. for the kids, I guess, kids overflow room, and then a nice lake view. So the kids overflow room has lake views as well. Can't beat that. Well, let's go check out the game room. Because I mentioned sitting in a hot tub with a lake view, and ta-da, there's a hot tub right there with the beautiful views of the lake. Can't beat that. I love how they did this with the circular granite here. So if you wanted to make it a poker table or just like a breakfast table or whatever it is, or just use it as a buffet for snacks on this floor, because this floor gives me the feel of like a game room area. Like this is where people would come to play. You've got the nice little refrigerator here, dishwasher, sink with disposal, the beautiful inlaid burl cabinets, gorgeous. Another fireplace over here. And there's probably enough room in here. If you wanted to move some of this furniture around, you could do like a ping pong table or a pool table, or might even be able to do shuffleboard against that wall. But you could easily make this a nice game room. So you got 8 bedrooms in this house. You've got enough room for everybody. And this house, I said it was on a vacation rental program, and this house got one of the highest available permits. So they have a tier 3 permit, which means they could have 21 people staying here in a vacation rental program. And they rent this house out for $900 a night. Now, I've talked to other people in the industry. I'm not an expert on vacation rentals. I focus mostly on residential resales. But they said you could probably get more money for this. But the owners are kind of like, you know what, we're happy getting what we're getting. We're not being aggressive with it. So if you wanted to buy this and rent it out, you could probably get a little bit more money for it than they are. But $900 a night, 900 divided by 21. Anybody know? Whatever this number is, that's what you're gonna be spending per person a night. So what's next is we need to go outside actually and go under the garage. That's where the rest of the other bedrooms and kitchen stuff are. So let's go check that out. So now we have a bonus bedrooms down here. So this room is built underneath the garage. It's pretty funky little room. I love it. So they're using this as an overflow for the vacation rentals, but it's got a little kitchen setup over there. So if somebody wanted to do this as a like a mother-in-law quarters or something like that, or an extra place for a caretaker or whatever, you can do that because it has a separate locked entrance. So I really like it. So we've got a full bath over here. This is a big closet over here, a full bath over here. What do you call this? I mean, there's no door here, so I don't want to call it a bedroom, but a bedroom nook. I'm gonna go with bedroom nook. How's that? Again, beautiful lake view from that bed though. I don't know if I talked about how cool that is when you wake up in the morning and you get to stare at the lake. It's just such a great way to wake up. So cool little place, extra bonus. There's actually more rooms downstairs. So we're gonna walk downstairs and see the other rooms. So let's go see the surprise of the other bedrooms down here. So there is a nice big laundry room here, which I think is great because in the other part of the house, they only had a stackable washer dryer. When you have 8 bedrooms, you need a little bit bigger laundry room. So I don't know if you call this almost like a servant's quarters or something, or if somebody was coming in to take care of your house, they could come in here and be doing laundry and everything and not be bothering the rest of the house. It's not a bad idea. I like that. So we come in here and there is a full kitchen in here. So we actually have a refrigerator, stove, and sink. So again, if somebody wanted to use this as a separate apartment or in-laws quarters or anything like that, you've got everything you need here, right? Let's check this out. There's more bedrooms here. There's a bedroom here. This one does not have a lake view. It's a little bedroom. Another bath. We want to check this out. So this floor has 2 bedrooms and then it shares this bath. So on this floor, it's a full kitchen, 2 bedrooms and 1 bath. And they're putting extra beds here. So if you have like an overflow of people, and then you could use that. And then another bedroom with 2 beds. And again, an enormous lake view. So very cool house. It's listed for $5,989,000, just under $6 million. I think it's a pretty good deal with that lake view itself. The house The house has been fixed up some. It could probably afford to be fixed up more, but it's in pretty cool shape and some really great bones. So if you wanted to pour some money in this house, you would get your money out of it because of the amazing lake views. So what I love about this house, it has a 3-car garage, 2 nice big bays here, very deep garage. This bay here is not really a full-size car garage because it's stairs going in the house are in there. So it kind of creeps into that. So you could fit motorcycle in there, snow blowers, whatever, but you've got nice spaces out here for 3 more people. So you can easily have 5 cars parked here before you have to start parking on the street, which is great when you have a house that can rent for 21 people. And my videographer's so smart, he told me, Tony, if you go 21 people in a 900, it's gonna be about $41, $42 per person, which is a pretty amazing rate. You can't find rates like that at Incline Village. I mean, the Hyatt's like between $400 and $600 a night per room, and they're tiny. So great deal here as far as vacation rental. If you want a vacation rental, you want to buy it, vacation rental it out, you get some pretty good income there. But the lake view on this house, it's so great. I will check out the inside of the garage and then we'll go onto the back deck and close it out, okay? So this is the inside of the nice big garage. It's got lots of storage and incredible lake views from the garage. That's pretty amazing. I like the flooring they did on the garage. It helps keep it nice and clean, professional looking. And again, it's got 3 doors, but it's kind of a 2.5. I mean, you've got room for a motorcycle there maybe, or a golf cart, or one of those little smart cars possibly you could fit in there, but not 3 full-size cars. So I hope you enjoyed this video of this beautiful house in Incline Village, Lake Tahoe, Nevada. 8 bedrooms, 8 full baths. It's an incredible house with the most amazing lake views I've seen in a long time. I will point out Mount Rose Highway is right down here, so you are gonna get some road noise. But when you're sitting out here, you don't even notice it because you're staring at the lake and it's so beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Tahoe Tony Tuoto. I go by Tahoe Tony because most people can't say or pronounce or remember my last name. My Nevada broker salesman's license number is 144620, and I'm the managing broker of eXp Realty Luxury Collection in Incline Village, Nevada. And every day, my team and I get emails, text messages, phone calls from people just like you who are looking to make the move to Incline Village, Lake Tahoe, Nevada. So if you're thinking of moving in 6 days, 6 weeks, or even 6 months, go ahead and give me a call, shoot me a text message, or send me an email, and somebody in my team is gonna reach out to you because we're gonna guarantee this will be the best real estate experience you've ever had.